All right. So, first of all, good morning and a very warm welcome to the fourth edition of I2I, Innovate2Invest, the STOXX annual conference. I must say that I'm delighted to see that year after year the participation increases, but I'm equally not so surprised. The conference is prepared by us, but it's prepared for you. And it certainly underlines the work that we do, but it's also the results of the permanent exchanges that we have with the market participants, counterparties, umbrella institutions, our partners. These exchanges, they feed our reflection, they inspire our work, and it is with the same desire to emulate and to inspire that we have launched this conference 4 years ago. Now, this year, we have decided to be largely monothematic. And in fact, someone told me that we were crazy to do that. But I must say that judging by the participation and seeing all the people here today, I don't think that we were mistaken in doing so. At STOXX, we long believed in the prevalence of sustainable investing. We anticipated that trend back in 2011 when we launched our first ESG indices, back at the time already with one of our current partners, Sustainalytics. We debated, we analyzed several types of data, different approaches that we consider to be the best in their field. Low carbon solutions, climate solutions with predictive elements. But somehow we wanted to do something different. We wanted to bring ESG out of as what seemed consistently to be like a niche investment theme still. So we wanted to move up a gear. Considering that 80% of the investments continue to be focused on the large regional benchmarks, we launched, after an intense market consultation, our ESGX solution, a version without tracking error of one of the most followed European index, the STOXX Europe 600. And that's just the beginning. A version of the Euro STOXX 50 is coming in the next days. And then, all the other large regional benchmarks will be represented as well. We spoken to our cousins, our partners at Eurex. We asked them to support this initiative. They were on board very easily. They launched futures on those indices. And I think that we tried to create the necessary conditions for a wide adoption of ESG principles. That was our ambitions. No more debates on the cost of implementations, effective risk returns, unfavorable and intrinsic liquidity. We hoped, and I think that we're succeeding, we're winning that bet, that this new opportunity, again, would help everyone to consider ESG investments for whatever their strategies are. So today, we have the pleasure of listening to specialists in different fields of environmental governance and sustainable finance issues. We will discuss regulations. ESG regulation is very different across and around the world, and the question of a common framework will be debated. We will turn ourselves to our Scandi friends who pioneered in ESG integration. What are the instruments? How was it done, and how is it nowadays done? We will then explore products from the vanilla to the exotics, discuss liquidity, portfolio construction, also data quality. You'll hear from gender and about gender equality and sustainable goals. Is what is the foundation of our future. And of course, Søren Hermansen and later Bruce Dickinson, our keynote speaker, will bring their own personal perspective on the themes of today. So it's a day that I wish for all of you to be full of added value, of exciting conversations, and why not decisive meetings. Right, so let's get this conference started. And before actually I call on stage our first speaker today, I want to give you a little bit of additional information, otherwise my marketing colleagues will be unhappy about the way that this day will take place. So you hopefully all receive the information and been requested to download the application of STOXX. Now, that application is important because it will be key to interact throughout the day with all the participants in this conference. You obviously find the details of the agenda and the speakers, but also you have the possibility to ask questions, and those questions will be conveyed directly to the speakers at every moment of every single panel discussion or speaker intervention. We will use it also, and you'll see that, and probably I will start in a second, we'll poll questions throughout the day. And the results will be displayed live after a couple of seconds. So the application is really important. We thought that people may say, "Oh, sorry, my phone is discharged, no more batteries." There's a dock station there where you can charge your phone, so please use it. And obviously at the very end of this conference, I will equally ask you, and I will remind you throughout the day, to pay attention to the survey. It will only take a few seconds of your time. It's because you answer that survey. Last year, you've been very good at doing it, that we get this conference rolling and improving year after year. So it's necessary for us, for those who prepare this conference. And it's also a guarantee that we take on board your comments and that we make this conference evolve for the better and for the best of your interest. Right, so shall we kickstart maybe with a poll question? And that's when the poll question is supposed to display behind. There we go. So how ESG is currently integrated in your investment process? Good. So I think that we got, the final results obviously will remain available within the app. But I think that we have our view. So it's a majority, right? And I think it's a good sign. This topic is the topic. It's clear, and today, we get a chance really to explore in depth various angles and various approaches and various perspectives related to ESG. So, with that in mind, I'm going to call our first speaker today on stage, Dr. Stefan Herter, which I, ask you to applause on his way in as we're welcoming him. Dr. Stefan Herter is the global head of ESG at Allianz Global Investors, but he's also part of a member of the technical expert group that is assisting the European Commission now on sustainable finance. So we'll have a very insight information from Stefan Herter